Is XRP leading the way in the crypto bull run of 2025? Here is the XRP chart on the 6 monthly time frame. So each candle is 6 months. This goes all the way back to 2013. Need I say any more? We will be discussing this topic within the next 2 minutes, but in the first 1 minute at least of the show, we do the synchronized slurp. That's where the Good Morning Stackers family grabs a tasty beverage, I grab my tasty beverage, and we slurp them synchronously together before we start the complete start of the show. If you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching live, you get to enjoy everything we do here at Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main. Tasty beverages, slurp your beverages, do it audibly in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Great to see you here on Wednesday, the 15th of January, 2025. My name is Joe Main. I've been a stacker of silver and gold since 2010, a stacker of crypto since 2013. I've worked in the bullion industry in Australia, over 3 major bullion dealers. Now I do this week daily live show all about gold, silver, crypto, economic news, reviews, interviews, the whole deal. And hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family on YouTube, or hit the follow button on X because we're going out live on both. I won't get to the shout outs just yet. No way. We're going to get straight into it, people. Let's take a look. Is XRP leading the way of the crypto bull run? Let's take a look right now. As I shared in the intro of the show, this is XRP on the 6 monthly time frame. Each candle is 6 months, goes all the way back to 2013. And really, do I need to say any more than that? It's looking very good. Okay, now is it leading the way? I believe it is leading the way. Okay, now what I mean by that is not that it's the leading crypto, that it is the one that's had the most percentage gains, or it's the one that will have the most percentage gains. I just mean in this run, it just looks like it's doing the price action before everything else. It feels like the canary in the coal mine. So if that is true, and I do believe that to be true, 80% sure, then crypto, the rest of crypto could be in for a nice run, and we all believe it will be in 2025. How long that goes in 2025, no one knows. Could it be in the next 3 months? Could it be until the end of the year? Not sure. But we just look at our prices, and let's have a look at XRP. And I'll give my sort of, my opinion. I've talked about it before, but we'll pop on all the indicators. Okay, actually, I'm going to go back, I'm going to show you this on the quarterly time frame. Each candle is 3 months worth of time, okay? And it just looks like a very similar thing. What are you noticing? It looks like a beautiful bowl or cup move there. Now, do you always need to have a cup and then a handle before you go up? No, this can very clearly just go like this and have a beautiful run in the next 3 to 6 months. Okay, but it definitely looks like it's leading the way against everything else. Okay, let me just show you some other crypto, for example. Let me show you, we'll do Bitcoin analysis technically later on. Actually, I'll show you different altcoins. Okay, so here's Doge. Doge is looking similar. Like it's leading the way, but it's nowhere. It's looking similar, but it's not the same. Okay, let me show you ADA, for example. Similar-ish, but not the same. There's many others. Let's see if we take a look at, take a look at one of my favorites, which is GRT, the graph. That chart is nowhere near similar. Okay, take a look at Ondo, for example. Ondo, nowhere near similar. You could take a look at Pengu, for example. Very different. That's a very new crypto, though. I should say. Look at RSR, for example. Take a look at Sol. Yeah, one could argue maybe Sol is a similar territory to XRP, but I just look at and we'll look at XLM, of course, because XLM is kind of paired with, when people talk about XRP, they talk about XLM at the same time. It's kind of in that same genre, if that makes sense. And that's kind of similar, but just look at XRP, its price action, the way it has been moving, and particularly since in the last few months. So if I pop you on the monthly time frame, that's since the start of around about November. Okay, just a beautiful move. So let me pop on the indicators and we'll talk about what the potential higher prices are coming. I have talked about it before, so I won't go into crazy detail, but I did want to make mention of one particular thing that the price has done. We just need to close above it, okay? So let's show you right here. Here are the positives. I'm going to get rid of the Fibonacci. I'll get rid of the fib. Ooh, Toshi is doing very well, by the way. Ooh, interesting. I will get rid of the Fibonacci. Give me one moment. There's a lot of brush lines there. Let me remove the fib retracement. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that for a moment. What you can see very, very clearly is we had this long-term downtrend line. This is when it posted its all-time high back in 2018, the crypto bull run of $3.30 US cents per XRP token. Then it had the lower high, major lower high in April of 2021. And then you can see very clearly that downtrend line. And in November, we finally broke above what I call the line in the sand. That's based on a Fibonacci level, a major Fibonacci from this high and this low. I'll pop that in just a second so you can see it. And it broke through, it had a break up, and then it broke through and just didn't even retest it, just sailed completely through. Okay, so this was before everything else started going, higher. Okay, XRP and XLM in particular were really leading the charge, and I still think they are leading the way in this crypto bull run. So a clear break and not even a retest yet. Okay, it doesn't mean you will get one, but break through the downtrend line. That was setting up to be very, very bullish. Above here was my getting interested or line in the sand mark. So it broke above my getting interested line and then it broke above my getting excited line. Okay, so above here and has even yet to come back and test it, right? Again, not saying it will, but it's just sailed right through. Then we got up to my personal final hurdle. Now I've called it $2.62. I guess I really could probably have just called it $2.60. Right, we're splitting hairs here. So $2.60 final hurdle for new all-time highs. What am I talking about? Let me pop on the Fibonacci just for you here. For me personally, I'm just going to remove this trend line. I will get rid of you. There we go, much better. And I'll get rid of you too. Good. Final hurdle for new all-time highs for XRP. My final hurdle has been $2.60. Why? Because it is the 0.786 Fibonacci level between the old high of $3.30 and the old low now in March of 2020 of about 12 cents. So from that high and that low, you've got these Fibonacci levels, and I found that they have matched up very, very well. Okay, you can see it was level of resistance here. You can see levels of resistance here. You had a spike here, but it closed below. Definite level of resistance here. And for me, and I could be completely wrong, don't listen to me, who the hell am I? But for me to be confident that we will see the all-time high broken in XRP and for it to be making new all-time highs in XRP, I needed to see $2.60 broken. Now, here's the thing though, I really do preferably, it's all about closing. We can have spikes, but what do we say about spikes? Hey, out of interest, talking about Fibonacci levels, this is on the monthly time frame, we had this beautiful spike to $2.90. But what do we say here at GMS? Spikes mean shit. They mean nothing generally, in general. It's all about where things close at. Okay, so what did we find? We had this spike here, and where did we close? Just out of interest for Fibonacci, where did we close at last month? We closed exactly at $2.08. What's $2.08? Gee, it's the 0.618 Fibonacci from that old high and that old low. Funny about how that works. So that's why I personally find Fibonacci to be helpful. Is it 100% predictive? No, nothing is. But it's great to see. So here's the positive news for XRP. We have just broken up above the final hurdle of $2.60. So long as we can close, not spike and then close below, close the wick. Like preferably, I want it to look exactly like that, maybe with a bit of a spike up here, but then close here. So see this solid green right there? I need it to close above $2.60, not at, preferably above where we are now, like $2.67, $2.70. Around about that, you start closing the week is good, right? That's a good setup. So I'll show you the week. This is the weekly. If you can close above here, hey, and gee, what do you know? On the weekly time frame, there we had that spike, and we closed that particular week there where, gee, right at and just at the $2.60 level, that final hurdle, that 0.618. Interesting, isn't it? So if we can close the week above, that's a good sign. Now, preferably, if we close the month above the final hurdle, so we end up January here or above, that's an excellent sign. Okay, and that would say to me, okay, XRP all-time high will get broken if it doesn't do it already in January, but then new all-time highs coming in XRP, at least for, this little part of the crypto bull run in 2025. Again, we don't know how long exactly it's going to be, but it's really positive, okay, so long as we close. Now, what would give me pause to think, uh-oh, maybe not, okay? Clearly, a huge spike like this and closing... Look, if we close above here, that's a good start. Okay, that's positive-ish. If we close in between the $2.60 and the $2.08 mark, okay, I'll give it like, all right, cautiously optimistic, pretty optimistic, okay? This is like go, go, go time. In here, we close below, so if we have a spike here, so it's similar to this, but we close a little bit higher. Anywhere within this range, I'll be like, okay, yeah, good to see. Okay, it's not great that we had this huge spike, but I'll live with it. But obviously, I don't think this is going to happen. But if in the next 14 days, roughly 15 days after the inauguration, for example, if it's a sell on the news event, if crypto has a big dump, if it starts closing below here for the month, and then obviously if we end up red, that's bad news. Okay, not good. And then you'd be likely set up for a move back down to, I'm just playing contrarian here. So if this is a big spike and we close below $2.08 roughly, then that would be a green month. That would look like a green spike and down. Okay, that wouldn't be good. Then you'd be setting up a lower levels, anywhere down probably to my best buy zone in XRP. My best buy zone is $1.70 to $1.33. It's between these two Fibonacci levels. So if we tank from here, we close below here for the month of January, and then you'd be looking up a setup of either touching the top end here or at least down to here at $1.30, anywhere in there. That's my best buy zone. That would be a good risk to reward area to buy XRP again. Now, on the opposite side of things, if we do close the week is good, preferably the month, but I'll give you the week. Okay, above that would be a good sign to say, oh, we are continuing onwards and upwards. So some people may choose to load up more once we confirm we've closed above the $2.60 mark. I can tell you now, I am personally highly considering loading up more XRP at above the $2.60 mark if it confirms it for, I'm going to do it for the week. That's good. If it closes the week above it, I will get a little bit more, preferably if it closes the month. Then I'm like, good times ahead, right? What gives me pause to say further good times are ahead? Well, also, let's look at the relative strength index. I'll pop this back on the... We'll talk about the higher prices coming. We have talked about it, but just let me show you the monthly time frame. We are on the monthly time frame. On the relative strength index. Now, yes, we are extremely overvalued on the monthly time frame on the RSI. That doesn't mean it tanks from here. You can, once you get into the monthly RSI extremely overvalued, you can spend a decent amount of time there. Some are saying that, suggesting that the blow off top is coming sooner rather than later. Some people are calling for what is known as a left translated cycle. What that means is, rather than the normal crypto run where you have the cycle peak at around about here. Let me show you. This is for the uninitiated. Many of my subscribers already know all this stuff. Again, this is on the monthly time frame. So instead of having the normal peak of the crypto bull run ending around about your late 2025, around about your November, December, maybe October-ish, so sort of Q4, quarter four of 2025, rather than that normally happening, some people believe it's going to be a left translated cycle. Basically, it means the crypto bull run peaks sooner in 2025. Some people are suggesting it could be as soon as the end of the first quarter, so like by the end of March this year. Okay. For XRP in particular, I'm not going to talk about other crypto. For XRP in particular, I could see, again, as I believe that XRP is the canary in the coal mine, I could see how XRP technically, and I'm not saying this, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's the canary in the coal mine. It has its peak maybe before everything else. Maybe it's again the canary in the coal mine. I could see that happening, in a left translated cycle. I could see that, sure. It's kind of has its bull run and then everything catches up afterwards and then has a peak a little bit later on. So I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's not surprising because we are already extremely overvalued on the RSI. Okay, we're not down here. Okay, many others are down there. To give you an example, I'll just go back to show you. Look at GRT. Look at the graph. Has never even gone into extremely overvalued. Look at, where are we with Ethereum? Ethereum, right, one of the big boys, not even in extremely overvalued just yet. Okay, take a look at, let's do Sol. Sol, for example, if this will let me, Sol, it's been extremely overvalued, but it hasn't gone back in there. So there's many that are not in extremely overvalued just yet. Even if you take a look at others, or the altcoin market in general, that's not even back. So this is the altcoin market minus the top 10. This is not, hasn't even gone back into extremely overvalued. Typically it does before it peaks. Okay, but if you take a look at XRP, and I'll show you XLM again as well. XLM, it's already been an extremely overvalued, and it could be ticking up again, but it looks like XRP, it's still in there. Okay, but it has some room to move. Look at the previous peak here in 2017, 2018. This is where it peaked at 87 cents. Not 87 cents, sorry, at 40 cents, okay? Then it had a double top right there, and that's when it peaked at $3.30. Double top could certainly happen, but look, here's the thing. It's got room to move, but it's not done yet, in my humble opinion. So you've got lots of room to move for XRP to have at least a run higher. And who knows what happens from there? Hey, could we get a similar kind of double top like in 2017, 2018? Certainly could. That could certainly take it out to, you know, that normal kind of cycle time frame. And some people would be calling that more like a super cycle, something like that. Yeah, you could have that, but bets are that probably you don't have a double top this time, and then we find some peak somewhere. Now, where is that somewhere in terms of a fiat dollar price? As I've been saying, and I've done this before previously, we've got our best, my major profit taking area. Okay, let me get rid of that horizontal line. Oh, got rid of it. Fantastic. So here is my potential final major profit taking area targets. Does it mean it will get there? No, but the areas in which I would be wanting to take major profits on XRP is somewhere between $8.50 to $13.60. Now, for XRP lovers, for the fanboys, of which that's a complimentary term, not a derogatory term, you might be saying, "You're mental, man. XRP is going to $100, triple digits, easy, bro. You're insane." Great. Tell me the reasons why, please. That would be great. And, you know, please be polite about it. Or if you're on the opposite direction and saying, they can never get to, $13.60 XRP, there's no chance. Well, let's just take a look at that in just a second. I'll just pop this in here, though. Let's see. Let me go major. I'll go zone, $8.40 to, was it $15.60? Something like that. Why am I doing that? Why this particular level? Because it's just two major Fibonacci levels from this high and this low. It's the extension. Let me get rid of the RSI. It's the extension levels, okay? I favor the 0.2618 to the 4.236 from a major high and a major low as the extension levels which something can have a major peak at. That's why I put it in a range. Could I be wrong and we shoot through the moon, go to triple digit XRP or 20, 50, 40, whatever dollars? Sure. Could it stop only at about $5? Yeah, I don't think so. I think we've got a longer run than that. And of course, the magic psychological value, which you did see just then before, let me pop it back in. The psychological value is here at, not that one, Joe, the horizontal line at $10. So let me get rid of that rectangle and then you can see it. And there's the $10 psychological value for XRP. Do I think XRP could hit $10 in a crypto bull run in 2025? Yep, that's easy. That is so reasonable for XRP to hit $10 now. Why? Because we're at bloody $2.60. That's now less than a 4 times move from here, okay? And are we in the alt season yet? Are we in the full bull run in 2025? Look, even if we, for example, let me show you. Is it unreasonable to say, let's even say it's a left translated cycle, okay? Is it unreasonable to say on the monthly time frame that you couldn't pump from here to here within what, the next 2.5 months? What? So that's, let's see, that is $2.60 to $10. That's, according to this one, that's only like a 280% move, okay? That is, yeah, really doable within a 2.5 month time frame, when you can see that XRP during a crazy bull run can have massive months. So yeah, you don't think we can get to $10 XRP? Yeah, we can, even in that left translated cycle by the end of Q1, okay, by the end of March. That's doable. What if it's not until a little bit later, say the middle of the year, as some people believe? No one knows exactly when it's going to happen. You're telling me it can't get to $10 in that time? Yes, it can. It can easily get to that rectangle level, and I think $10 would be a major psychological price. So that's my personal opinion on XRP. Okay, let me just show you once again. I'll go out to the extreme here. Let's take a quick look on the yearly as well. Here's the yearly time frame. Okay, each candle is 1 year. You're telling me it can't go to $10 this year? Well, look at that. Okay, it's January 2017. Yep. Let's see, 2024 went from 40 cents to there. Okay, cool. Let's just do a matchup. Cool. Let's just do this. It's going to do all that for me, right? What's that? That's XRP went 600% in 2024. Okay. You're telling me it can't do another 280% from here to hit $10? Are you crazy? Of course it can, from $2.60. Yeah, that's very easy. So that is my humble opinion. XRP is leading the way in the crypto bull run. Do watch out for it though, as I said, as a canary in the coal mine. I would really recommend, even if you're not in XRP, have it on your watch list to see what it's doing. And if it has its peak, then you might need to start thinking about your other crypto and like, ooh, okay, is XRP leading the way? That's had its peak. It looks like it's falling back off again. Do I need to look at my other crypto now? Where are we within the cycle? What month are we in? Where are we in RSIs and all that kind of other stuff? Cool. So that's my opinion. XRP is leading the way. Leave your comments below right now. Do you agree or disagree? Leave your comments and be nice about it, people. Let's do some quick shout outs. Then we will get to live gold, silver, and Bitcoin analysis as well. Omar Lopez, nice. Good to see you, my friend. Great to see you on the channel. Welcome. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. Mark Florida is here. David G. Wealth Masters. What? Guys, I need help. Was messing with SafePal and found a set. Oh, no. We've got our first. Wow. Oh, congratulations to me. Congratulations to me. By the way, do not engage with Wealth Masters. This is a scam, so don't worry about it. But that is an incredible compliment. Thank you so much, Wealth Masters. You know why? I've been getting these on comments on my videos. Now, this is the first time I've had someone come into the live show to deliberately put it on my live show. Why? I must be kicking goals. If scammers are coming in to try and scam people in my show, the show must be doing pretty well at, 1,145 subscribers, something like that. I only started the show in June, I think it was actually. So over 1,000 subscribers in about a 6-month period, rocketing up to 2,000. We'll do a silver giveaway at 2,000 subscribers, by the way. Nearly 3,000 followers on X. That's a huge compliment, Wealth Masters, so I appreciate it. But you can fuck off because you are a scammer, my friend. So leave and I will make you leave. How do I do this? Remove from the broadcast. Ban. Ban Wealth Masters? Yes. You're out, my friend. Okay, morning everyone. A bit of stormy, wet day in Melbourne today. Yes, it is. XRP is moving well, says Nakas O'Reilly. Great to see you on the show. Omar asks, do you like DOT? I was in DOT a while ago. I was in DOT and it did all right for me, actually, as far as I remember. Do I like DOT? I like anything that has been established for a bit, that has a fan base behind it, that has some fundamentals, because Dot, like everything else like Dot that has, a good fan base, a good following, has been around for a while, is established, a rising tide raises all ships in a crypto bull run. So, it'll probably go up as well. There's nothing to say to me that Dot won't go up with everything else, if that makes sense, okay? So do I like Dot? Yeah, sure. XRP Kenny. Oh, great to see you, XRP. Oh my God, you're from Melbourne in Florida. Well, hello to XRP Kenny from Melbourne, Florida, from me, Joe Main, in Melbourne, Australia. We are kin, my friend. Now, okay, XRP Kenny, and to everyone else, isn't this proof that we live in a simulation? Okay, you are watching a live stream where the topic, we talk about other things, but the topic today was about XRP. I'm Joe Main, coming from Melbourne in Australia, and XRP Kenny says hello from Melbourne in Florida. Tell me we're not living in a simulation, people. Of course we are. So good to see you, my friend. And to give me your comment below, XRP Kenny, what is your reasonable? Now, you might be an XRP fanboy and you think it might go to, triple digit XRP. You're holding it forever and all that. But give me, what's your reasonable price target for XRP in 2025 in the peak of this crypto run? Assuming that it's a crypto run and assuming we don't have a big change of, world economic circumstance and all that ISO 22 stuff where XRP becomes part of the SWIFT system. Put that aside for a second, just a normal crypto bull run. What do you think the price target would be for you? Not necessarily to sell out, but, where do you think, how high do you think it could go, XRP? Kenny, good to see you, my friend. While I get those comments, we'll go into live gold, silver, platinum analysis. We'll go back to Bitcoin. I need to take a quick look at that as well. But of course, you've got to buy from my brand sponsors, Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, the best and only Aussie gold and silver bullion dealer. That gives you free shipping when you buy over a certain quantity. How much is that quantity? 20 plus items in your shopping cart. That's it. You need 20 or more items in your shopping cart. That's all you need. Of any type of metal, of any mix and match. It's not just 20 of one thing to get you free shipping Australia-wide, free express shipping, all that stuff. Okay, just 20 of any item. So mix and match. 2 of this, 3 of that, 4 of that, whatever. Gold, silver, mix and match it. 20 or more items in total in your order. Free shipping Australia-wide. Get it? Got it? Good. Great range, great service. All that stuff. Okay, they're just absolutely kicking goals. And as you know, I've been helping them, giving them and teaching them, literally teaching them one-on-one the skills of how to create consistently engaging content. I've been doing that for major bullion dealers over the last 10 years or so. Did it for Bullion Now, did it for Ainslie Bullion, and now I help clients all around the world. I help clients with any kind of business. So anyway, that was a quick plug for me too. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Download it for your phone, Android or iPhone. You're saving and investing in real physical gold. It's an unallocated gold program. Okay, so you don't get to hold it in your hands unless you choose to do a physical delivery later on down the track. Wealthstack will be offering physical delivery of that metal. It's not a thing just yet. They're a pretty brand new company. They reached out to me because they wanted to get the trust of the stacking community, of the gold and silver stacking community. And they understand that if it's not for you because you're like, I buy and hold and I like the physical in my hands all the time, they would love you to at least tell your friends and family about it. Give them the gift of wealthstack.com. Why? Because you're saving and investing in gold, real physical gold, back 1-to-1 with real physical metal for spot plus 1%. Yeah, spot plus 1%. That's it. Okay? Whether you're buying $1,000 of gold, $1 million of gold, or $10 of gold, it's spot plus 1%. They don't raise and lower the premiums depending on the amount that you're buying. Okay, so it's really easy to save and invest in gold with Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Go to wealthstack.com, click on the About section, have a play around. Okay, you can sign up on the desktop app. That is a thing. It's preferable to use the iPhone or Android app. That's David Ski, the CEO of Wealthstack. I did an interview with David Ski a few months ago on the channel, so check it out. It's a real company, Australian owned, Australian regulated, Australian operated. Okay, and that's what it looks like. That's Wealthstack, and that's what it looks like on the App Store. That's the logo, and that's the user interface. It's fantastic. I could not recommend it more highly. What is coming for Wealthstack? As I said, physical delivery will be coming. What else is coming? A debit card is in the roadmap. Okay, so you'll be able to pay for everyday goods and services with your gold and silver. Oh, by the way, what is coming? Silver is coming. They're only doing gold right now, but silver is coming, platinum will be coming, all that stuff. So go to wealthstack.com, go to the bottom left-hand corner, click on the frequently asked questions page, and just read all the frequently asked questions for yourself, people. That is wealthstack.com. Let's take a look at gold, silver, and platinum. Then we'll do some quick Bitcoin analysis. Then I've got to get out of here, people. It's going to be a quick show, I think. Let's see. Right there and right there and that one. No, I won't do the relative strength index today. Let's do live gold, silver, and platinum analysis. Then we'll get to Bitcoin in just a second. This is gold on the daily time frame, priced in USD. $2,678 US dollars at the moment. We are attempting to break, once again, the three major trend lines. What am I talking about? Okay, very quickly for my new subscribers. This uptrend line, okay, goes back to June. From June, that uptrend line, that needs to break and hold. The mother of all trend lines needs to break and hold. Now, that's done that successfully, and you've got this downtrend line as well. So they're the three major trend lines. And it's this real confluence of major key resistance, and it centers around about your $2,680 mark. You can see right there. Okay, around about this $2,680, $2,700 mark is the key area we need to break above and hold above to say, okay, confident that we'll see potential higher prices. Cool. Just a couple of days ago, we did break and hold it on a daily time frame. Now, daily time frames are good to close above key resistance, but it's all about the larger time frames. Preferably, you want to close a weekly level, and even more preferably, you want to close a monthly level. Okay. What we failed to do is we failed to close it on the we did close it on the weekly time frame, but let me go back. We did close it on the weekly. We did, but it was a failed move so far, although we're not below. So this is the good news, okay? On the daily time frame, we had a failed move to hold on the daily, and we came back very quickly down to, what do you know? That first trend line, that mother of all trend lines right there at $2,650 roughly, it acted as support. We've then broken back above, out of interest on the daily time frame. Where did we find resistance? At that downtrend line right there. Now we've opened right on the money. Okay, what we need to do is we need to start closing weeks and multiple days above this level. Okay, and then we'll talk turkey. Until we do that, I am going to remain. I still have to remain until we start convincingly close above these three major trend lines. Okay, start doing this for multiple days and preferably close weeks and months above it. I have to remain 80% sure that we see lower prices coming in gold. I've just got to stick with my conviction here. I've been 80% sure that we see lower prices in gold coming. First major level, $2,500 US dollars. It's less likely that you see the best buy zone anywhere down to $2,250 to $2,150 in gold hit. But yeah, I'm still expecting lower prices to come at this stage. Why? Because we haven't really confirmed that we're closed above this area just yet. It's flirting with it, but we haven't confirmed it. Cool. We start doing that. If we start doing the following, if we start closing, not spiking, but closing above this area, and then if you see something like this and we find support on this uptrend line, so that becomes in play again, you start doing something like that, where we start doing up and down, but it's kind of going like this against that uptrend line. That's very positive for gold, okay? And as you know, my final hurdle for new all-time highs imminently in gold is right here at 2,735. It's a key Fibonacci level. I won't bore you with the details, but it's from this high and this low. For me, if you start closing above there, and closing weeks, not spiking, but closing weeks and months, particularly above there, I'm like, go time for gold. It is a new all-time high in gold in USD is coming imminently in days and weeks, not months and months. Cool? Got it. We're not there yet, okay? I'm expecting at this stage, until it confirms otherwise, I'm expecting still this to happen, right? I'm expecting that. If that gets broken again, or you find some kind of resistance, I'm expecting that to happen, right? And down to there. That's my personal opinion. Could be completely wrong. Would be happy to be wrong, because then it's onwards and upwards for everyone, right? At the moment, we're just in a kind of like a no man's land until we confirm either way. We're going to stay above here or close back down below here. That is gold. Let's take a look at silver. Silver's back above, interesting, back above the $29.80 line in the sand. So look, positive. But as I've said, while we are below this downtrend line, while we are below 31 USD, must hold for hope. I do remain 80% confident that we see at least the top end of my best buy zone at 28 US dollars hit. I believe we do this first before we do that. That's my opinion. I don't think we do this. That's less likely to me. 80% sure we do something like that first. And then, hey, maybe into the best buy zone, possibly. I wouldn't bet on that. I wouldn't say that's guaranteed, but this is my most likely scenario, right? And then pick your whatever. Okay, I don't care. But yeah, 28 for me is still 80% sure at this stage. What would make me wrong? Clearly, closing above this downtrend line, finding support maybe, and then closing above 31. Then we're onwards and upwards and good, and looking good, okay? The final hurdle for new highs soon is at $32.50. You close above that because it's a key resistance level there, resistance, okay? Then that's very good, okay? You do that, new highs, new interim highs coming, and then we'll talk about the all-time high of $50 and all that stuff. We're not there yet, okay? I think that's happening. That is silver. Platinum. Yep. Once again, Lucy and the football. Okay, it's the Lucy and the football scenario here. For my American watchers, Charlie Brown, you know the whole deal with Lucy and the football. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Twitter, go to Grok, and type in Lucy and the football analogy. It'll explain what it is, or just Google search it, right? It does it to me a lot. Now, what had I been saying? We were above the long-term downtrend line. I won't bore you with it. It goes all the way to 2008, the sticky yellow line. It was cool, cautiously optimistic around about here, but I said more likely we break back down. If we do break back down, then I'm going to be much more confident. And I was still confident that this would be an area of resistance here. I'm more confident that we see the best buy zone hit again. At this stage, I'm still saying if I think the same for gold and I think the same for silver, I'll say the same for platinum. I think we do head down back into this area, and more likely that will be taken out this time to one of the major levels of 870 or 840. Okay, I think the belly of the best buy zone in platinum will be hit. What will negate that? There's one little hurdle along the way, and you could say that is right about here. So you could certainly have a bounce, okay, because we've had a move down, a bounce at the top end of the best buy zone, okay, so that was definitely confirmed there, best buy zone $900. So you could have a bounce and retest of support, and that's at around about, it's around about now, although I'll give you a little bit of leeway, and I'll say 900 and... Why is that in green? I don't know. I'll say it around about here, 930. Yeah, it's around about 930 US dollars. So I'll give you that it could hit 930 and bounce from there. Cool. Let me pop that in. That's better. Cool. So watch out for a potential bounce at 930 US dollars. What you would want to see if you want to see platinum go onwards and upwards, and you don't want to load up cheaper, okay? You want to see 930 hold. You need to see that thick yellow line right there and this uptrend line, right? So a bit of confluence of prices. You need to see that hold. We're very much at the apex of these major downtrend lines. Oh my God, let me go back. Look at where we are here. Quickly show you, and then we'll get to Bitcoin, and I've got to get out of here, people. I've got stuff to do. Very quickly, remember when I said to you when we were way back, when we were sort of back here, I said you've got these two major symmetrical triangle patterns, and this is very liney. Sorry, I can't there's no button that I can hit that just instantly gets rid of almost everything. I kind of got to go through it, so it's a little bit detailed. Sorry to be annoying, but you've got this downtrend line, this uptrend line that forms this symmetrical pattern right here. I said it never gets to the very peak Okay, it will break before it. And we were talking around about here, okay, around about that time frame. I actually thought it might make its decision beforehand, but we're right at the peak of this symmetrical triangle pattern. But where are we also right at a peak at? Or the apex, I should say, at the corner of this downtrend line from February of 2021 and this uptrend line, and that's around about here. So platinum is making its decision. It looks like to me it might be making its decision to the downside, although as I just said, you could hold 930. You would want to see this crack back up very quickly and do that. Now, if you do that, that's really, really positive for platinum, okay? That would say that a couple of touches of the best buy zone is the low, and then you'd be back into the getting excited zone, anywhere between here and here. And of course, for platinum, as my subscribers know, I'll be full bull excited for platinum if we ever close any month, close not spike, a month above 1,115 US dollars per platinum troy ounce. Get it? You start doing that, then we'll talk the way higher prices. Okay, we're talking like full on bull run for platinum. We're just at a very crucial area. It's so lame to say that, like, it's such a clickbaity thing to say the crucial area. It's always crucial, isn't it? But yeah, that's what you'd want to see. Otherwise, you're going to do something like that. And then belly of the best buy zone. Okay, watch out for these major areas here, 840 to 870. Get it? Got it? Good. That is platinum. AUD to USD. Will I worry about that? It's up a little bit. I'm not going to talk about that. Let's do Bitcoin quickly, and I'll quickly have a look at altcoin, others, and then I already did XRP before. So here we are. I've got all my stuff in here. This is on the weekly time frame. Pop it on the daily time frame. We are still above, and we've remained above the $90,000 level. It was that spike down. Great to see. We're just still within this, call it a triangle if you want, but this downtrend line hasn't been broken yet, but we're just still in that range. Okay, so sort of a no man's land. Many people are saying, oh no, that's it, man. We tested this support a few times. This is the one that goes back to the previous all-time highs. I won't bother with it. We had that big spike down. That's the oh holy shit spike. And then that fakes people out. We've certainly seen a fake out and a beautiful move back up again. Okay, so looking positive, but we're not out of the woods yet. It's kind of any ways gain up or down at the moment. I really need to see it break and hold 100,000 US dollars. That's the clear. Oh, it's right there, dude. Sorry, it is right there. That's the level we've got to see it clear and break. So that might coincide roughly with this downtrend line right there. So must clear here first, must close above for confidence for Bitcoin, 100,000 US dollars. That's a psychological value. You start doing that, and then we'll talk, higher prices and all that. Good to see it above. Okay, so far, while we're above there, that's good news. So in between, in here and here, cautiously optimistic for Bitcoin. What would negate all that? Closing below. So a turnaround here, and then, that, not good. Then you're talking about, your mid 80s or even down to your $75,000 kind of area. We're not there yet. Cautiously optimistic for Bitcoin. Again, the inauguration is happening in just like 5-6 days time. We don't know what's going to happen from there. Could Bitcoin just sail upwards from there? Because it's like, a sigh of relief, right? He's in. He didn't get offed. Okay, so he made it. Okay. Others might think, oh, that's a sell on the news event. This is all the rumor. Okay, he's getting in. Oh, he got in. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, great. He got elected. Fantastic. Crypto. Oh, it's good to go. Fantastic. Crypto. Inauguration day. Either way is true. And I don't have a dog in the fight in either way. I don't know. I just go with the message of what the price is doing. Cool. I try to forget the narratives because there's too many. Get it, got it, good. That is Bitcoin. Cautiously positive. Cool. And others, here's a cautiously positive move for others, meaning altcoin market. We have, and it looks like we probably will at this stage, although they've got about another 45 minutes until the close of the day. We have closed back above the long-term downtrend line in others. That is above, right there. If it shows me, come on, right there. Oh, the weekly time frame. There we go. It has closed back above that downtrend line. It's closed above the Fibonacci line, this 0.618. So that's good. Okay, it's just at that big juncture right there at that $330 billion level. We're currently at 335. If we can close the day, that's a positive sign. If we can close this week above that downtrend line, great. That would be a cautiously optimistic sign. My final hurdle to say that we're going to see even higher prices in altcoins. My final hurdle at 404 billion specifically, again, because it's a key Fibonacci level from an old high and an old low. I won't go into all those details. So far so good. Cautiously optimistic for altcoins as well. And we did XRP, and that's all I have to say about that. Cool. Final comments, and I will get out of here. I've got stuff to do, places to be, people. Let's see. Final questions. Oh, a lot of new comments coming in. Fantastic. Great. Okay. Imperfectly Holistic says $10 XRP. I agree. If you missed the start of the show, did an XRP analysis, talked about how it is leading the way. It's like the canary in the coal mine for the rest of crypto. Mate, 300% from here, from $2.60 to get to $10, that is dead easy. That's very reasonable, okay? I'm not saying 100% it's going there. I'm not saying it's going to $20 or $30 or $40, but $10, not surprising at all for XRP. I do agree. I think in this bull run, it could reach as far as $20. Ooh, XRP Kenny from Melbourne in Florida. Hopefully XLM will continue to grow, says Knackers. Neil Han. Neil is here. Good to see you, my friend. Final comments, then we'll get out of here. There are so many catalysts happening this year, there's no telling how high it could go. Just like the XRP fanboys that I love. Again, that's a compliment, not a derogatory term. You've got to have your rah-rah-rahs. So XRP Kenny, you never know. Few see them. Few see the things happening. Yeah, quite possibly. I do agree. Niels Han, quickies are good. Quickies are good every now and then. They are. Realistically, $10 to $30 range, in my opinion, says Imperfectly Holistic. I appreciate that. Make sure you hit the big red subscribe button. Join the family, Imperfectly Holistic, to stay updated. Let's see. Always good to learn new, interesting stuff. Agree. Platinum. Yeah, we just talked about platinum. 850 incoming-ish for platinum. Yes, I think that 840 would be the main level. You are very good. Good morning, stackers. I appreciate that. Subscribing, says XRP Kenny. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Welcome, XRP Kenny, from a little more south from you in South Florida. Oh, we've got two people. We've got two Florida men. Two Florida men were reported running naked in the streets at the middle of, right? Okay, Florida man. So we've got our token Florida man here. Now we've got some Florida men. Ew, right. XRP Kenny, does platinum move with other precious metals? Yes, it does. Not in lockstep, but yes, in general. G'day, MF. I bet a buddy BTC will be 102,000 next year. I have $1 USD riding on it. Cool. Well, I would think you'd be probably in for a good, that $1 bet there. The Democrats will be leaving a financial turd for him. Talking about, CPI tomorrow. Yes, we'll discuss CPI tomorrow, or what happens, that happens overnight, I think. Go Trump, says XRP Kenny. All right. No way the current admin would release erroneous CPI. Yeah. No way the current admin would release erroneous CPI numbers just before he's taking office. Yeah, of course. Although that would be the final the final report card for the Dems, though, wouldn't it? It's the final CPI numbers before Trump takes office. I'm going to go the contrarian here. All right, here's the contrarian view on that. Quickly, and I've got to go, but here's the contrarian view, because I always like to be the contrarian. If you are wanting to leave a legacy of the economy doing well, the final report card for the economy before a new president on the opposite end of the spectrum comes in, you would want it to be a positive one. And because I'm just trying to think like, a Democrat. Sorry. That's funny. Thinking like a Democrat who really wanted to not see Trump do well. I would actually try and punch up the numbers as good as I could get them. Why? Because when Trump gets in, like he did last time, he had the greatest economy in American history, according to those things, right? So you would want the economy to be as good as it could possibly be, fudging the numbers upward, to then go, when Trump does have potentially a better economy, potentially, we'll talk about the opposite end there, to go, it was already at this point, and Trump only took it to this point, or here's the opposite end. Here, I'm really contrarian on this. I think the CPI numbers will be much better. I think they're going to be as good as they can possibly be, and they won't be bad on purpose. They'll be good on purpose. Why? Because that would be the setup for the recessionary event. The recessionary event in 2025 for the Democrats to go, our CPI, look at where we left office, we were here, and you took it all the way to here, knowing that it is a recession that was coming anyway. Could they be doing things to make it worse? Okay, but I'll tell you now, the last report card before Trump gets into office, they won't be lowballing it, they'll be highballing it. They'll make it as good as humanly they can kind of get away with, okay? Biden will do his final speech and go, we've left the United States in a great position. Here are the CPI numbers. Things have never been better since COVID, blah, blah, blah. We did a really great job. So there's my contrarian view. It'll be positive CPI numbers as best as possible. That's my opinion. Cool. I mean, it's right from the BLS and they never get it wrong. Yeah. Will civil unrest begin next week with Trump at the helm? Probably. Watch all the protesters just magically come back from nowhere. Same with the job numbers from the BLS, then they revise them later. What it doesn't matter, midterms. Yeah. Anyway, okay. That's it, people. I've got stuff to do. That has been Good Morning Stackers for January the 15th, 2015. Hit the big red subscribe button to stay updated with XRP, gold, silver. Really, you want to stay updated. Even if you're just a crypto person, you need to follow me. Here's why. There will come a point where crypto has its peak. Where do you put your crypto winnings? You want to put a portion of it into precious metals. Who's the person that can guide you through the precious metals bull era? Me, baby. So hit the big red subscribe button, hit the follow button on X. And if you're new to the channel, here's what you get to enjoy every single weekday. You get the synchronized slurp at the start of the show. And at the end of the show, you also get the synchronized slurp, but then you get to dance it out with me. Man, what could be better? Ladies and gentlemen, this has been...
Good Morning Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good Morning Stack.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do the...
Synchronized slurp.
In
Now
3,
we're on
2,
the move.
1, slurp it, people.
Good Morning Stack.
Thanks, my
yeah.
funky people. I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking.
Podcast.
See you then.